Thank you. I agree with Councilman Piagentini. We should vote on this today and not mute the voices of the community. I don't agree with anything else he said. War, and Anthony, I want you to hear this. War has no winners. I appreciate the service and the time that you put in, but there are still Confederate flags flying across this country. People are still quasi-enslaved in prisons, and racism is still strong. So war did not solve the issues that you just talked about. If you have an amendment, Councilman, I want to make sure he hears this. This is important. If you have an amendment to condemn Hamas, please offer it. Then we'll have to offer amendments to condemn the Nakba. If you have an amendment to condemn what you call the invasion of Israel, well, then we'll have to introduce amendments to condemn the illegal settlements throughout the remaining Palestinian territories. And we wholeheartedly agree on local violence. That's why we passed laws to address root causes of it, like poverty. We could get more funding to address that issue from the federal government, but it's hard to do that when they're sending billions of dollars overseas to cause violence. I heard from my fellow co-sponsor, if anybody on this Metro Council introduces a resolution for a ceasefire in Louisville, I'll vote for it, but none of my constituents asked me to introduce that. The gravity of violence overseas is hard to really understand and grasp, but let me try to break it down for you. 30,000 people over the course of the past few months have been killed. That would be like a bomb dropping on the KFC Yum Center at a sold-out concert, killing everyone in the arena, as well as all of the people who live downtown and are visiting downtown and half of the Russell neighborhood. Hell, that would be like an entire council district being completely wiped out. We have not, and I pray we will never, ever experience that level of violence. It's also important to note that our resolution is being sent to government officials to intervene and address issues between other governments. I would vote for a ceasefire resolution in Louisville, but if the people in Louisville who kill other people cared about our legislation, they would probably care about the laws that say murdering people is illegal. But obviously, some people aren't listening to that. The cities who have been passing these have been making an impact because the President of the United States has been changing his position. Again, we are joining over 70 other cities, and I ask my colleagues to approach this issue with an open mind. Thank you so much.